Every fitness influencer on this platform is telling you the same thing. Do face yoga, chew gum, do mewing, lift your chin 100 times a day. They promise that if you just do enough facial exercises, you'll magically burn face fat and reveal a sharp jawline. But here's the uncomfortable truth no one wants to talk about. That's physiologically impossible. Your facial muscles are tiny. Even if you trained them all day long, they simply cannot burn enough calories to meaningfully reduce fat. Spot fat loss does not exist, and your face is not some special exception. So let's address the biggest piece of evidence people love to use, the most famous study supporting facial exercises. Sounds legit, right? Except when you actually look at it, everything falls apart. In that study, 41% of participants dropped out before it even finished. There was no control group. And to make it worse, the study was written by the same person selling the face yoga program. That's not science. That's marketing. That's like asking a car salesman whether you need a new car. You already know the answer. Now here's the good news. And this is where most people get it wrong. While you cannot burn face fat with chin lifts or chewing exercises, you can fix what's actually causing most double chins in the first place. And that's something 99% of content creators completely misunderstand. Your double chin is not always about having too much fat. In many cases, it's about having weak structural support underneath. Muscles that are no longer strong enough to hold everything in place. Think of it like this. Fat doesn't just hang there randomly, it needs structure to sit on. When the muscles under your chin are strong, everything stays tight and lifted. When they're weak, gravity wins, even if you're lean. And before you assume this only applies to overweight people, listen carefully. 40% of people with a normal body weight still have a double chin. That means you can be lean, athletic, even have visible abs, and still have a double chin. Why? Because fat distribution is genetic. Your DNA decides where your body stores fat, not just how much fat you carry. This isn't speculation, it's backed by data. Studies show that 72% of people with a double chin have at least one close family member with the same issue. If your dad has it, chances are you have it. If your sibling has it, you probably inherited the same pattern. According to research from the National Institutes of Health, there is a specific fat compartment under your chin called the submental fat pocket. This fat sits between your skin and your neck muscles, and genetics determine how large that pocket is. Some people are born with a small one, others are born with a much larger one. No amount of chin lifts will change how that pocket was built. Now let's talk about something you're probably doing right now that's making everything worse, your posture. Take a second and check yourself. Your head is probably pushed forward from staring at your phone or laptop. And here's why that matters. For every inch your head moves forward, it adds about 10 pounds of load on your neck. At a 60-degree angle, at the exact angle most people hold their phone, your neck is dealing with around 60 pounds of pressure. That's like carrying a bowling ball on your shoulders all day. This does two damaging things. First, it physically pushes the fat under your chin forward like squeezing toothpaste out of a tube. The space between your jaw and chest shrinks, so the tissue has nowhere to go but outward. Second, it shuts down the muscles that are supposed to hold everything up. Over time, those muscles weaken, and once that happens, gravity takes over. A 2021 study tested this on 43 college students. They corrected their head posture using simple exercises. The result? Their neck angle improved from 48.4 degrees to 69.4 degrees, and visually their jawlines became noticeably tighter. Translation: if your head is forward right now, you are actively creating or worsening a double chin, even without gaining fat. Fixing posture alone can reduce double chin appearance by up to 50% in 4 to 6 weeks without losing a single pound. Now let's talk about the most important structure under your chin. There's a group of muscles called the suprahyoid complex. Think of them like a hammock. Their job is to hold the floor of your mouth tight against your jawbone. When they're strong, they pull everything upward. Your jawline looks defined and the fat stays where it belongs. When they're weak, the hammock sags and everything drops. This is why even skinny people can have a double chin. Want proof? Look in the mirror and swallow. For 1 second, your jawline tightens and your double chin disappears. That's those muscles contracting. The problem is they relax immediately afterward. So the goal isn't to burn fat, it's to strengthen the hammock so it holds that position naturally all day long. But before we strengthen anything, we have to fix posture first, because if your head stays forward, you're fighting against yourself. Exercise 1. Chin tucks. Sit upright in a chair with your back supported. Relax your shoulders. Pick a spot at eye level and keep your eyes locked on it. Now, slide your head straight backward. Not up, not down, just back. You should feel a stretch where your skull meets your neck. Hold for 5 seconds. Breathe normally, then relax. That's 1 rep. Do 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps, resting 30 seconds between sets. Perform this 3 to 5 days per week. But here's the key. Most people miss. You must correct posture throughout the day. Set an hourly reminder. When it goes off, pull your head back. Consistency here matters more than the exercise itself. Now let's strengthen the muscles that actually hold your chin up. A 2023 systematic review compared every exercise designed to activate the suprahyoid muscles. The winner? Chin tuck against resistance. This exercise activated those muscles more than anything else, with less neck strain. It comes straight from speech therapy research, originally designed to help patients who couldn't swallow. The side effect? A tighter jawline. Here's how to do it. Take a small rubber ball or tightly rolled towel. Sit upright with good posture. Place it under your chin, right where your double chin sits. Now press your chin down as hard as you possibly can. Within seconds, you'll feel a deep burn under your chin. Hold that maximum squeeze for 60 seconds. Breathe normally. Rest 30 seconds and repeat for 3 to 5 sets. On your final set, finish with 30 fast pulses. Squeeze and release rapidly. This is real strength training for your face. Do it once per day, 5 days per week for 6 weeks, and the changes will be visible. Now let's talk about quick wins. Your face can hold 2 to 5 pounds of water weight, mostly due to sodium. High salt intake pulls water into facial tissues, causing puffiness. Studies show high sodium diets increase bloating by 27%. Keep sodium under 2,000 milligrams per day for a few days, and your face will look noticeably tighter. Alcohol is another major factor. It causes dehydration, inflammation, and poor lymphatic drainage, all of which make your face puffy. Cutting alcohol alone can dramatically sharpen your jawline. Finally, lymphatic drainage. Light massage from the center of your chin toward your ears, then down to your collarbone, helps move trapped fluid. 2 to 3 minutes daily can reduce puffiness by up to 50%. Now the hardest truth. If you have real fat under your chin, the only way to remove it is to lose overall body fat. Research shows you need to lose 8 to 9 pounds before facial changes become noticeable, and 14 to 18 pounds for others to clearly see a difference. For men, jawline definition usually appears around 10 to 15% body fat, depending on genetics. And finally, a disclaimer. This content is for educational purposes only. I'm not a doctor or physical therapist. I research science and break it down so you can make informed decisions. Everyone's body and genetics are different, but now at least you know the truth and you can stop wasting time on myths.